am your teacher Angel. Welcome back to the continuation of our lesson and for a new episode of Science Learning. In today's video, you should be able to distinguish the biomolecule structures between the lipids and nucleic acid, summarize the general characteristics of lipids and nucleic acid, and make an essay on how nucleic acid is related to proteins. Aside from water, our chemical composition is largely made up of organic molecules, primarily carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and nucleic acids, which are collectively called biological macromolecules or biomolecules. As such, it is essential to understand their unique structures and functions. But this time, our focus will only for lipids and nucleic acids. This time, let us measure how much do you know our lesson for today. You will be given 5 seconds to answer every question. If you're ready, let's begin. Number 1. How does nucleic acid functions in the living organism's body? A. Regulates body temperature. B. Makes up the genetic material. C. Used as enzymes for chemical reactions. And D. Serves as energy for consumption. Number 2. Carbohydrates are molecules that compose of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Examples of carbohydrate include glucose, a monosaccharide, and glycogen, a polysaccharide. Which of the biological macromolecules do fats and oils belong? A. Carbohydrates. B. Lipids. C. Nucleic acid. And D. Protein. Number 3. Which of the following are the reasons why cellulose passes through the digestive system unchanged? A. Its large molecular size makes it insoluble in water. B. It can be broken down into simpler monosaccharides in the body. C. It forms a micelle when it mixes with water in the body. And D. Its helical shape is not recognized by the enzymes for digestion. Number 4. Which of the following functional group is present in protein? A. Aldehyde. B. Amino. C. Hydroxyl. And D. Ketone. Number 5. Which of the following is building block of nucleic acids? A. Nucleotides. B. Sugars. C. Nitrogenous bases. And D. Peptides. Good job! In time, you will be able to build more your understanding about our topic and do better in the next assessment. In order for you to learn the different skill in this module, you are going to perform different activities we prepared. But first, I will show you an activity that will give you a hint on the different terms we will use. In the first code, it is carbohydrate. Its molecular structure is 2. And the best description for it is C. Molecules that are composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. An appropriate food example is 2. Next is lipid. The molecular structure for lipid is 4. The description is A, and the food example is 4. The answer for lipid is 4A4. Do we have the same answer? Very good! Now you answer first the 2 remaining, the protein and nucleic acid. You are right! The correct answers are 1T1 for protein and 3P3 for nucleic acids. This time, we will dig deeper to understand more about lipids and nucleic acids. The lipids composed of fats, phospholipids, and steroids. Fat stored in adipose tissue, where it also serves as a thermal insulator. Phospholipids are complex or compound lipids containing phosphoric acid, in addition to fatty acids, nitrogenous base, and alcohol. The function of lipids are the reserve sources of energy. The energy stored in their bonds is used by the body for fuel. When the energy is abundant, cells store the excess energy in the fatty acids of triglycerides. Lipids, such as triglyceride and waxes, are mostly made up of non-polar hydrocarbon chains, making them generally insoluble in water. The hydrocarbon chains are the hydrophobic or water-faring tails of lipids. On the other hand, their hydroxyl, ester, and ether groups can interact with water. These groups are called hydrophilic or water-loving heads. When lipids are mixed with water, they arrange themselves in a spherical form called a micelle. Nucleic acids composed of nucleotides, adenine A, thymine T, guanine G, cytosine C, and uracil C. DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid contain the genetic instructions for the development and functioning of organisms. A, T, C, and G are adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. Base pairing in DNA, adenine, thymine, and cytosine, guanine. A, U, C, G are adenine, uracil, cytosine, and guanine. Base pairing in RNA, adenine and uracil, and guanine and cytosine. The function of nucleic acid is that DNA contains the genetic instructions for the development and functioning of organisms. This genetic information is converted by the RNA into amino acid sequences of proteins. RNA has 3 types: messenger RNA or mRNA, ribosomal RNA or rRNA, and transfer RNA or tRNA. The mRNA carries the genetic sequence information between the DNA and ribosomes. In ribosomes, proteins are synthesized. The rRNA catalyzes the peptide bond formation while the tRNA serve as the carrier molecules of the amino acids that make up the protein. DNA and RNA are very stable molecules because of the stacking interaction between their hydrophobic parts. Also, hydrogen bonding present between the polar parts of the molecule plays a role in maintaining the structure of the nucleic acid. Well done! Have you learned a lot? You may now perform the next activity. The next activity that you will be performing is entitled, You Are What You Eat. You will enumerate the foods that you should eat every day and the corresponding organic molecule. Everything that you eat are composed of biological macromolecules. Students-athletes are very disciplined in terms of their diet. Let's imagine you are identified as an athlete. Enumerate the foods that you should eat every day and the corresponding organic molecule. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper using this format. Excellent! Now, you answer this question. How carbohydrates help us in doing our daily activities? To check how much you learned about biomolecules, answer the following questions. You are given 5 seconds to think and write your answer on a piece of paper. Are you ready? Number 1. How does nucleic acid functions in the living organism's body? A. Regulates body temperature. B. Makes up the genetic material. C. Used as enzymes for chemical reactions. And D. Serves as energy for consumption. Number 2, carbohydrates are molecules that compose of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Examples of carbohydrate include glucose, a monosaccharide, and glycogen, a polysaccharide. Which of the biological macromolecules do fats and oils belong? A. Carbohydrates. B. Lipids. C. Nucleic acid. And D. Protein. Number 3. Which of the following are the reasons why cellulose passes through the digestive system unchanged? A. Its large molecular size makes it insoluble in water. B. It can be broken down into simpler monosaccharides in the body. C. It forms a micelle when it mixes with water in the body. And D. Its helical shape is not recognized by the enzymes for digestion. Number 4. Which of the following functional group is present in protein? A. Aldehyde. B. Amino. C. Hydroxyl. And D. Ketone. Number 5. Which of the following is building block of nucleic acids? A. Nucleotides. B. Sugars. C. Nitrogenous bases. And D. Peptides. Your last and final activity is entitled Post B. Write a paragraph on how a nucleic acid related to proteins. Post it in your group chat and let your classmates, teacher, friends, and relatives congratulations! Thank you for watching this video. You have been with me, your mom, Angel, saying have a nice day and see you next time. Stay safe and God bless.